Yo, what's up? It's BBT Gets Real. June 30th was adventurous. We're driving down to Pompano. We're about an hour away, 45 minutes away from Pompano. So we pull into this furniture store place, and, Mom has a receipt for something, something wrong with the furniture or anything like that, trying to get her money back. And she comes back to the car, and the car won't start. Okay, so we get the tow truck. We first thought it was a battery. We just had a battery change. Alright. We thought it was the alternator. Couldn't be that. It was a starter. So we get the tow truck, pull into Firehouse, which is like about Firestone, which is about 2 blocks away, and we chill there for about 2 hours. This lady, I'm have my headphones on, bumping to the music, with my laptop. This lady comes up to me. She's like, how do you hook up your laptop to your stereo in order to play from your house? And she said how, yeah, it's a whole story, it's a whole story. The people come over there, they hook up their phones to the auxiliary thing. She's trying to catch up with technology, so I had to tell her. She's like, I'm going to Radio Shack tomorrow. I'm going to buy this cord. Gotta love her. Anyway, Casey Anthony trial. Oh my gosh. Shoot them all. Just shoot them all, okay? Just drop them all in jail. They're all no, not innocent. They're all guilty of something. They're all going to hell. They're all innocent. The babysitter on the one thing is pathetic. She's like, girl, if I were the camera guy, I would have just got a shotgun. I would just point blank shot her. Come on. Grow up. You guys are adults. You're going to say, oh, I didn't actually molest her. Casey Anthony, this is the most pathetic trial I have ever seen in my life. The most pathetic in the world. You make yourself look like an idiot. You make your family look like an idiot. Your family's really dysfunctional. Your family's messed up. You're messed up. What do you know? Your future's messed up. Sick and tired of that stupid Casey Anthony trial. Drop him in jail already. And you know what they were considering? Is flogging another alternative for prison. Oh my gosh. You guys should see my video on that. Watch it. Flogging being an alternative to prison.
2.3 million Americans behind bars, and we have no alternatives. So I say we give convicts the choice to take lashes instead of going to prison. I think it would be better for the convicts. I think it would be better for all of us, and it would save a lot of money. It's really we need something radical to get the debate started for real about what we're going to do about this prison industrial complex.
Is this a debate for real? I mean, you've written about it, but who is starting this debate? Is a lawmaker on board with this, saying, let's seriously start considering this?
Well, the debate's starting right here. The debate's starting in my book. I do say it's sort of like throwing a hand grenade in the debate. Look, I'm all for prison reform, but people have been talking about prison reform now for 40 years, and during that time we started a war on drugs that'll never work, and now we have more prisoners than China, and they have 1 billion more people than we do. Something has gone terribly wrong.
Okay, well, let me bring Daniel into this as a prisoner's rights advocate. Daniel, what's your response to this suggestion?
I think it should go nowhere. It should be buried, deep down, because it doesn't serve any purpose. There are alternatives.
All right. So,
is that because of the economic situation.
My question is, should flogging be an alternative to prison? Well, yeah, it does save a lot of money, but it does pay to see someone get beaten. It's like throwing them back in the days when they had butt whoopings, Bet you they got spanked back then, they're going to get spanked now by the law. That'll be interesting to see, wouldn't it? Some it wouldn't, because they're like family members or something like that. Hey, they got busted for doing something, let them get whooped. throwback to school when they used to paddle you for acting up in class. So I think it should be an alternative. Yeah, beat your behind. You know the law's gonna. Mama's cracking up over there. Yeah, beat your behind for doing something wrong. You rob a person, you gonna get beat. Okay. I'm gonna do another session called butt whipping. All right, y'all get ready for it. It's gonna be good. So we get the alternator fixed, but there's just not alternator, the starter fixed. But there's just one more problem. Storm was coming. It was clowning there. Storm was coming. And it was like clowning storms. You know, wind was blowing at about 30, 40 miles an hour. What had happened was my window would work. You know, the operator window. It would work, but my mom's side, it was kind of stuck, like it was off the track, and it was kind of stuck. So here we are rolling down 95, you know, through the rain, and she's hardly, well, somewhat getting wet, but not soaked. And we cross over the bridge. We go over the bridge on Lipton Boulevard. I think it's Lipton Boulevard. I don't know. Atlantic Avenue or something like that. Somewhere around there. You know what I'm talking about. I think it's Atlantic Avenue. I think it is. But I see these ambulance, right? You know, the fire trucks and cops on northbound of 95. And you can see the car, the wheel is up. And you know, a car flipped over. I was like, were they speeding through the rain, trying to get somewhere? Because I don't know how a car ended up flipped over. You know, probably hit the side and then flipped over, like, you know, how you can hit the side and, you know, you just go up and then you land on, you know, the top. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was at Atlantic Avenue, northbound, I-95. They're probably talking about it. You know, look it up in Palm Beach Post. They probably have it on there. It's unclear to me what happened there. But yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff. People don't know how to drive. I'm not kidding. People do not know how to drive in Broward County and Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami-Dade County. Oh my gosh. Like, you just want to get like a ram and just like shove them right off the road. You're like, just want to like crush their car, wish you were a monster truck. You just like run berserk all over them, Can't drive them, run you over. See ya. Yeah, people can't drive. People cannot drive. So we eventually got the window fixed. We haven't messed with it yet. Air conditioning's next because one of the pipes are broken. Yeah. Might as well sell the car. Keep fixing it. One thing, another thing breaks. You had to have it before. It's crazy. Well, my next section is about butt whooping. Hopefully I can get to that. But today was an adventurous day, It's pretty adventurous, yeah. Well, it's BBT. Gets real. Peace.